Psalm 71. In you, O Lord, I have taken refuge. Let me never be put to shame. Rescue me and deliver me in your righteousness. Turn your ear to me and save me. Be my rock of refuge, to which I can always go. Give the command to save me, for you are my rock and my fortress. Deliver me, O my God, from the hand of the wicked, from the grasp of evil and cruel men. For you have been my hope, O sovereign Lord, my confidence since my youth. From my birth I have relied on you. You brought me forth from my mother's womb. I will ever praise you. I have become like a portent to many, but you are my strong refuge. My mouth is filled with your praise, declaring your splendour all day long. Do not cast me away when I am old. Do not forsake me when my strength is gone. For my enemies speak against me. Those who wait to kill me conspire together. They say God has forsaken him. Pursue him and seize him, for no one will rescue him. Be not far from me, O God. Come quickly, O my God, to help me. May my accusers perish in shame. May those who want to harm me be covered with scorn and disgrace. But as for me, I shall always have hope. I will praise you more and more. In the first 4 verses of this psalm, we hear the psalmist crying out to God. Rescue me and deliver me in your righteousness. Turn your ear to me and save me. Be my rock of refuge. We have the psalmist clearly in some distress, suffering and needing help. And the psalmist turns to God for his help, and he calls out for that help. I think that we often forget to turn to God. When I was thinking of this psalm and thinking about what I was going to say about it, I was struck by those first 4 verses and about how we so often forget to turn to God in our troubles. We are in Holy Week and we are thinking about the actions and the journey of Christ. We're looking ahead to the actions and the memories of Good Friday and look forward to the resurrection and the joy of Easter Sunday. But we often forget that even in his strength, that Christ still cried out to God. In Mark chapter 14, we read that Christ calls out to him in his prayer, Abba, Father, take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will, he cries. In his distress, he still turns to God and asks for God to help him, trusting that God's will is the right will for him. And I wonder if in our lives we often forget to turn to God when we are in crisis or in need. If God is often the last resort after we've tried everything in our own strength. In the reading that we had from the Psalms, when we read on, we hear that the psalmist remembers that God has always been there for me. For you have been my hope, O sovereign Lord, my confidence since my youth. The psalmist knows, because of his previous experience with God, that he can go back to God and God will listen to what he's saying. So as we journey through the remainder of Holy Week, as we journey through the remainder of our lives, let us remember to go to God with our troubles. Ask God for help, trusting in God's will. Let us pray. Loving God, in this time we bring to you all our troubles. We bring to you our fears and our needs. We come trusting that you will guide us, that you will hear our prayers, and that your will be the right one for us. Help us, loving God, to trust in your will. Help us to listen for your answers, and help us to live out a life fulfilled by your love and glory.